Hi, my name is Anna Volpe, and I'm here with Coach B, the football coach for Forge, if you don't know him already. I'm here to ask a couple questions about him, get to know him a little bit better, and what is your background before coming to Forge?
My background is I've been teaching this is my 14th year of teaching and education, and I've taught everything from special ed. I've been a substitute teacher for a few years to figure out what kind of grade level I really wanted to teach at, and then I've taught English. I was physical education, college prep courses. So I have a pretty good. And then now this is my first year at an actual private school institution, and it's been a great experience thus far.
And what aspects about being a football coach do you enjoy the most? Why is that?
What I love about football and the aspects of football is that it's so relatable to life, right? Struggles, working hard for the things, and there's no guarantees, right? Just because you work really hard for something and you want something really, really bad doesn't mean you're always going to get what you want. And learning how to control what you can control, understanding that there's always a process along the journey, right? You set a goal, so what are you going to do today to get closer to that goal, right? How are you going to close the gap between?
How many years of experience do you have being a football coach?
This is my 17th year as a football coach.
Yeah.
I started back in 2007 at Colorado Mesa University, where I played at, and I coached there as well. So I have 7 years of coaching at the college level and 10 years at the high school level.
How did you know that you wanted to become a coach?
How did I know I wanted to become a coach? Great question. I remember my first day as a football coach at my alma mater in Grand Junction, Colorado Mesa University. My head coach asked me if I wanted to be on staff. I said, sure, let's do it. And I remember my very first practice. It's very vivid. And I remember walking to the field, seeing the players, meeting with the coaches, and I remember thinking, like, this is what I'm supposed to be doing.
What is your favorite quote or verse?
I think my favorite verse is when it reads in the Bible, it says, to whom much is given, to whom much is required. And I am a living testament of that, just because I've been given so much in my life, from my parents, to the relationships I've built, to my friendships, to the things I've gained and learned through my own experiences, through good and bad. And I have so much to offer, right? And now I'm at the season of my life, the time of my life where I have to give everything I've learned back.
What do you want to accomplish here at Forge?
What I want to accomplish here at Forge, I just want to be the very best I can be. I want to elevate the team. I want to elevate everybody around me. I want to be my very best, whether I feel like it or not. Okay? Because here's the thing about good days and bad days is that evil can care less. It holds no prejudice against who you are, what age you are, where you've been, economic, social status, doesn't matter. So I have to show up every single day. And when I rise in the morning, Anna, I'm telling you right now, the evil world is in for it, because they're going to get my very best every single day.
Which football coach was most influential in shaping how you coach?
So I have two. Can I share two?
Yeah.
So my first coach was in high school. His name was Coach Ron Militano. He passed away in 2008, which was some tough news that I got. But he was the first coach. I was in high school. I was 17 years old at the time, and he took me to the side. My twin brother and I saw my twin brother. That's a fun fact. Okay, identical, by the way, too. So he pulled us both to the side, and he says, "I can see you guys both coming back here, which is our hometown, where I grew up, and becoming head coaches one day." So he saw something within me at age 17 that I never knew existed, right? And now today, going into year 17 in my coaching experience, that type of conversation that my coach had with me at that time, yeah, I've only had that conversation with maybe a handful of players, right? And I've coached thousands of kids. So for him to see that within me, and then to have the platform and the opportunities I have today, he planted that seed. He made me realize, like, man, maybe that is an option once I get done playing. Right? Huge influence and impact in my life. His name was Coach Alfred Avila, and he really taught me how to run a program, manage a program, but also how can you use Christ and have Jesus within the program. It's football, and Jesus doesn't have to be separate. Coach Ron Militano, my high school football coach, and then my mentor and coach, Coach Avila, really taught me what it meant to be a coach and how to coach.
How do you prepare your team for an upcoming football game?
We watch film. We're in the weight room. We have meetings, not only we do a lot of mental performance training as well, where we teach or really focus on, and I'm very, very intentional about the mindset. So when things go wrong or things go great, how do we reset? How do we move on?
What is like your personal life outside of Forge?
I have a beautiful bride. Her name is Jessica. We've been married for 10 years. We actually just celebrated our 10-year wedding anniversary this past January, and we were able to renew our vows on that day as well. I have 2 children. My son, Arthur the third, he is 6 years old, and then my daughter's 3. Her name is Amana, and outside of teaching, outside of coaching, there's not much time left besides my family gets that time.
Yeah.
So once I leave this building around 7:30, usually the time I leave this campus, and I get home, and it's time to be a dad, time to be a husband.
Thank you so much for meeting with me today. I can't wait for your upcoming football game this week.
All right, thank you, Anna. Come on.